All right, so I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but Marley's gonna show me videos of food or people eating food, or I don't know. I'm excited, but are you guys ready for this? Here I go. This part in Groundhog, I remember this so clearly. Look how disgusted she looks. I don't know if I would just be sitting there.
Advancing years, throwing caution to the wind. It's inspiring in a way.
My years are not advancing as fast as you might think.
You know, like she's sitting here and she's just like disgusted and she's just looking at him. I don't know. It's funny to me because people say when they get on Code Red, you know, Marley, they get on Code Red and they're like, I can't believe that people eat Cinnabons. And I'm like, baloney, like I've been on Code Red for years and I still think Cinnabons are good.
They're delicious.
So they are, and I'm looking at, and I think she's just disgusted with him in general, like with Groundhog Day, and she's just disgusted with him. But she ain't touching that food, and I'd be having maybe something there. Maybe I would be having something.
More coffee, huh?
Yeah, just keep it coming, please.
Sure thing.
Good save.
Don't you worry about cholesterol, lung cancer, love handles?
It's like best movie.
I don't worry about anything anymore.
What makes you so special? Everybody worries about something.
Well, that's exactly what makes me so special. I don't even have to floss. Come on.
Oh, golly, that's funny. Come on, Rocky. Come on, Rocky. What are you gonna do, Rocky? That ain't cold, Rocky. Not for you, buddy. Rocky in his panties. Rocky's in his panties. Famous scene. Oh, here it goes. Oh. What you do when you're a fighter. Come on, Rocky. Crack those eggs, buddy. What a great scene. One, two, three, four, five.
Could you eat like that?
Oh, no, maybe for money.
For money.
Oh, Rocky, I don't know about eating raw eggs, buddy. Like, I just don't know the science behind that. Oh, but I dig you, pal.
Morning, kids. Better get a move on or you'll be late for school. I don't believe this.
Oh.
Well, come on, dig in.
I put blueberries in it just the way you want.
My dad used to make us pancakes like this.
Sweetie, it's getting late.
My dad used to make us pancakes when we were growing up, when he was in charge on Saturday morning of making breakfast. And usually, I think it was French toast. I mean, like here we are, 3 little girls, and we'd be like going to get wood or something that day, you know. My dad worked us pretty hard as girls, but he would make mounds of French toast, and he'd just keep putting them on our plate. And I remember being like, that's all, Daddy, I can't have any more. It's funny.
Actually, I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on. You gotta be hungry for that. There's something there you like.
Come on.
Just take, oh my God, look at all that food.
Some pancakes, eggs, sausage, some good crisp bacon.
That's a whole table of diabetes right there. That's just, it's a whole table of diabetes.
You eat on up and it's right off to school.
Look at all that syrup. Oh my goodness.
Hurry, hurry.
Oh, you're gonna get diabetes, don't do it. You're pulling out some good movies here.
In a severe lightning storm, you want to grab your ankles and stick your butt in the air.
He's right. If you're gonna get hit, it's the safest orifice.
Yeah, I like getting hit by lightning once. You know, see what it's like.
Hey, this is real lemonade. Hey, Meg, I'm moving in here.
You guys, look out. Make space.
A lot of food. Well, steak and eggs. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. Ooh, look at that. Look at that ribeye. Look at that ribeye. Eat it up, lady.
Got a lot of beef. Where'd you get all this beef?
Did you see my cows out front?
No.
Oh.
You're eating the cow. Yeah.
You slaughter your own cows, Meg. Nice. Potatoes?
Oh my god.
Grab some while you can.
Gravy.
Gravy.
Is practically a food group.
That'll stick to your ribs. Oh yes, steak and eggs.
Code Red approved.
Code Red approved for sure. Oh my gosh.
Grid-like breakfast slabs, excluding mammal fillings, seared strips of swine flesh, and flattened chicken embryos.
Look at all the there's. If you look behind him in the scene, there's so much junk food behind him. Look at all that junk food. They have Quaker Oats. They have cereals. They have Lay's potato chips. Look at all that wine. Oh, look at all that food.
But for most people, Quaker Oats and cereal, they wouldn't see that as junk food. They think that that's just the food guide.
Pyramid thing, yeah. Like I mean, ugh. Oh golly, look at all the stuff. I mean, there's just dozens, and look at all fried food. Onion rings. Onion rings are something is around the onion rings. I think it's like Pop-Tarts. I think it's Pop-Tarts around the onion rings. Oh my lord.
Is a seven-letter word for a tomb in ancient Egypt, which is a quadrilateral masonry mass having smooth, steeply sloping sides meeting at an apex.
That's great acting. Such great acting. Oh, look at him. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So it's funny when you look at these breakfast items because a lot of people. I think my reaction was just the sheer volume of the food, up there. But a lot of people forget, he put the steak and the eggs on our plate. Well, I was salivating when I saw that because that's actually a really great option of fat and protein for breakfast. And, as Code Red Rebels, we don't say breakfast, we say meal one because it could be any time for you. It could be 11:37 a.m. It could be 42 a.m. It doesn't matter. It's whatever your meal one is, and it could be steak and eggs. It could be. So I saw the steak and eggs, and I was just like, yeah. And of course, Rocky, drinking the raw. That's just a classic scene. I love that. And I don't know how healthy it is. I don't think it's unhealthy. But some of the things that our society has brainwashed us into believe is unhealthy, like the sausage, the bacon, the steak, the eggs, the steak, the eggs, and then of course the raw eggs. All of those things are healthy, but the things that were unhealthy, our society still thinks they're healthy. So you got like the waffles and the pancakes and the syrup, and we don't think, well, those are fine. No, they're not fine. They're terrible for you. Well, they're whole wheat pancakes. That's even worse for you. The process, back in the 70s, we really started seducing women out of the kitchen with breakfast cereals. Well, I see a ton of breakfast cereals in these scenes, and that's really that's just a recipe for diabetes, And I look at this, like the waffles and the pancakes and the French toast with all the syrup on top. Diabetes. That's what we're looking at here. So looking at the scene from Pleasantville with Reese Witherspoon, she specifically said, I'm not hungry. But did you see what the mom said? The mom was like, oh, you have to eat breakfast. Bull crap. That is one of the biggest reasons why we are so sick and fat in our nation, is because we have been brainwashed into believing that you have to eat because it's breakfast, because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's just not true. So that's a really big. And then you have a child that you're forcing to eat when he or she is just not hungry. So I'm absolutely 100% against that. If your child is not hungry, I believe in the kids are very intuitive eaters. Let's let them eat when it's right for them, not because it's breakfast, and you don't shove food in your kids' face when they're just not hungry. The kids know when they're hungry or they're not hungry. So don't force them to eat when it's because society says it's breakfast time and, oh, you have to eat breakfast. No, Another government guideline that is simply not true. So what all this tells me is that there needs to be a drastic paradigm shift in the way we think about food, the way we think about when to eat, the way we think about how many times to eat, the way we think about how to, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Not true, not true, not true. All those things that we've been brainwashed to believe, and I know I keep saying the word brainwashed over and over, but it's true. We have been brainwashed to believe things that just simply aren't true. So on the 10-pound takedown challenge, I teach you the right way to eat intuitively, to eat when it's right for you, to have meal one, meal two, to not just eat because we are told to eat. We eat when our body tells us to eat, not when our parents tell us to eat, or not when society tells us to eat, or not when our friends are all going out to dinner or anything like that. So that's part of what we learn on the challenge. We learn timing. We learn to listen to our bodies. We learn that meal one can be anything, not just breakfast items. It can be whatever is right for you, whatever you feel like eating at that specific time. As part of what we teach you on the 10-pound takedown. And don't forget, every single morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, I teach you something new. So definitely join the challenge. Go to 10poundtakedown.com, join the challenge to get the right information, because our old ways aren't working. It's time for a new way of thinking about food and thinking about meal times. If you love this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That way you're notified when I release a new video. But I want to hear from you. Tell me, comment below, what is your go-to breakfast item? I would love to hear. Comment below and I'll see you on the next video.